I thought I might do a short video on Makiwara. A question I always get asked about Makiwara is because, as you can see, my Makiwaras used to be a fence post. That's mainly because as a bigger guy, I have a tendency to damage the Makiwara, so I have to make sure that it's pretty resilient. People ask me, when's a great time to start Makiwara? Now, I started way too young. I started probably when I was about 13 or 14. Didn't really know what I was doing. And there was a period in my life where I really damaged my hands. What is it that you're trying to do with Makiwara? Well, some people will tell you that it's about developing power and kim and all those sort of things, all of which are excellent explanations. For me, I'm trying to develop, as a Juru practitioner, all our kata is very, very close. Our bunkai is very close. So I'm trying to develop, I guess, in this last wee while, power from a shorter range. So usually when you're back from the Makiwara, it's here like this, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for me, I suppose I like to come from a more relaxed sort of stance, and it's just use a variety of techniques. So I also really like to hit with the back of the flat of the hand, so just nice and relaxed. Now, when you're first using a Makiwara, make sure it's got plenty of give, and you want to use Makiwara. Just wean yourself into it. You shouldn't be doing it for hours and hours and hours. There's a couple of ways to hit the Makiwara. I seem to have heard it this way. I don't want that. And for me, I like to sort of have some degree of penetration through the target when I hit it. So I'm quite a big guy, so I just do Makiwara in the way that I do, which is quite heavy-handed, but nice and relaxed. So if I'm hitting, say for instance, the back of my hand and just nice and relaxed, okay, it's here like this, I'm coordinating my breathing, but I'm not doing this. Breathing, I'm just nice and relaxed, so just from here, just from a short distance here, just like this. And I might change that technique, I might close my hand, make it a tetsui, okay, urake, okay, stop, okay, whatever, so it's just nice and relaxed. Now the key thing for me is not to sort of wind up too much, because if you're in a short engagement, you only got a short space to work. So I try and stay a little bit close to the Makiwara, and just with, so here, 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 and then we'll go forward as well, right? So just nice and relaxed. I don't think you have to hit too crazily hard, but just nice and relaxed. So let's look at that again. Back of the hand. Now, notice I'm not coming way out here and coming back. I'm coming here. Okay. Short. Tetsui. And maybe the other hand. Come up short there. Okay. Now, if you're young and you're hitting sort of any kind of object, especially doing kamashiwara and things like that, elbow, open hand, hammer fist, I think. But for me, again, nice and relaxed. So here like this. So in a lot of Juru kata, short there is a prominent technique. And then, yeah, so you're hitting right across the forearm. Okay. And then just nice and relaxed. You'll find after a while, if you just start really basically, you'll come up with your own technique. Breathe normally, because I think when someone can hear you breathing, they can hear the spaces between your techniques. So just nice and relaxed. So now notice when I hit, I'm going short there, coming back out. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily have to be 2, 4. Because trying to make it relaxed. So Makiwara is really good. And when I first started using Makiwara, and I started to get some actual proper instruction in it, I started to combine koteki tai, sort of prime conditioning with it as well. I actually use limbs off low-hanging trees and things like that. You know, not great big huge limbs, kind of more willow stuff that had a little bit of a give in it. Okay. I'm not going through trying to push my way through the target. I'm sort of concentrating on using just a little bit of hip. And as you get more confident, then you put a little more power. So I'm trying to get power from here as opposed to here. Okay, so short range. So Makiwara can be really good for your training, especially if you relate it back to your kata. But I think be really careful, listen to your body. You're not trying to get calluses, you're trying to build penetration in your technique. So really, you're training the koshi, okay? And you're trying to keep that nice structure, that chinkuchi as you do it. So if you're gonna do Makiwara, talk to someone who knows what a Makiwara actually is. I see these ones where people are put against the wall, and those are great, but don't forget what you're hitting at the end of the day is the wall. So just be really careful of your elbows, your shoulders. I've had injuries in both. And because you're slamming quite hard, watch out for this. Now what's the alignment of my body? When I hit, see where my shoulder is? So I want to be right here, nice and flat. So I'm trying as much as possible have my fist, okay, my elbow, my shoulder in some degree. So I'm locking my hip as opposed to going like this. Just nice and relaxed. Same with short there. So not, you see the difference. So there's a couple of ideas. There's a couple of ideas for your Makiwara training. Remember, make sure the Makiwara's got some give in it. Talk to your sensei, talk to your instructor, look online and see what works, and take your time and building up. It can be really, really good, but used wrongly, just like everything else, it can really, really damage you. So do take care, enjoy, and keep training, and I'll put some more stuff out soon.